Good Saturday morning to you out there in Cyberland. This is Bruce D coming at you from Route 75, going south from Sarasota, Nevada, for a meeting, which is actually about medical cannabis, okay? And you'll understand more about why I'm doing this video in a minute because of that, okay? But if you're watching this video, I think the title is going to be something like, are you looking for an online home-based business where you can either supplement your income part-time or earn a full-time income, or you may just be interested in the product that I'm going to be talking about here in the near future. Well, let me give you a little background first, okay? And I encourage you to stay with me. You're about to hear about something that could be one of the biggest opportunities you've ever had an opportunity to get involved in. So let me give you a little bit of background. Okay, I've been blessed all my life, and for one reason or another, I've always had, I don't have a crystal ball, but I've always had really good intuition when it came to the next big thing, whether it was a product or a service, industry-wide. Okay, I'll just give you the highlights. My first job out of college was this paper company, and actually I became the product manager for a new product they were introducing in Denver called Baby Scott Flushable Diapers. Okay, it was the first one. In fact, my three sons never had a cloth diaper. They always had flushable diapers. Well, we did pretty well until Procter & Gamble came out with Pampers and a humongous advertising business. So that, within a couple of years, actually put Baby Scott Flushable Diapers out of business. Actually, Procter & Gamble offered me a job. I declined because I wanted to move back to the East Coast. So, the next situation, I got involved because of a good friend of mine, Larry Ford, in the financial planning business. In fact, I was one of the first certified financial planners in the country. And this was at a time when financial planning was slash estate planning was a brand new concept. And today, it's humongous. We work with primarily closely held business owners that were in high tax brackets, and we help them save money in their personal, corporate, state taxes and make money with tax sheltered investments. And with the help of Larry and Steve, who was even more brilliant than Larry, I ended up being number 7 out of 1,000 agents in my first year, made a 6-figure income. That was pretty good money back in the 70s. Did that for 6, 7, 8 years, and the more I learned about the product, the money, the commission was in selling ordinary life insurance, but at the time, you only got a 2.5% return on your money, and heck, you go to the bank and get 3, 4, 5, 6 times that amount. So there was a difference between my head and my heart, and ultimately, I got out of it, and I moved to Florida. Well, I'm going to. Well, no, I'll talk about that, okay? This will date me, but I ended up getting involved in the telecommunications business. This wasn't too long after AT&T broke up, and it was the first time that a business owner had an opportunity to own his telephone system as opposed to renting it, and an opportunity to utilize a discounted long-distance service. So in the early days of that business, when I started selling discount long-distance service, AT&T was getting like 34, 35 cents a minute. I finally got out when it got down to 9 or 10 cents a minute because there was no loyalty. People would switch to another provider for half a penny. But I had a pretty good run there financially for a number of years. And then for a short time, I worked for a company based in Georgia, which was one of the first internet service providers before. Nobody ever heard the acronym ISP, Internet Service Providers. I had a pretty good run there. And then more up to date, I got involved in the solar industry. Okay, rooftop solar for homeowners and business owners about 2.5 years ago, and I ended up in a relatively short period of time building a team of over 400 individuals, and I was the top recruiter, one of the top producers. And subsequent to that, I was living in North Carolina at the time. I stumbled into a company based in Sarasota, Florida, where I lived for 20 plus those years. I moved back here on July 1st. Okay. And I'm currently the #1 recruiter for that company. And have 3 of the top producers in that company on my team. So, anyhow, like I said, I've always had pretty good intuition. You may or may not know, but when a company introduces a new product or a new industry, there's usually a growth curve over about 7 years before it levels off. Okay, but if you're smart enough, intuitive enough to get involved in the ground floor, there's an opportunity to make a lot of money. So let me fast forward. Okay, in February of last year, I was in Charleston, South Carolina, actually on vacation, and I was diagnosed with AFib, which is an irregular heartbeat, and I have to take a blood thinner for that. Simultaneously, a couple minutes later, months later, okay, I'm also diabetic too. And my blood sugar had been controlled for 10 or 11 years, and all of a sudden it just went off the rails. And I mean off the rails. Now I take insulin 4 times a day. My out-of-pocket medical expenses went from $50 a month to $400 a month, which didn't make me a happy camper. Okay, and then, even more currently, the week before Christmas, I had my second major attack of acute pancreatitis. And if you know anything about pancreatitis, it's extremely, extremely painful. I was in the hospital for 5 days in December, and then for another 3 days in January. And actually, I had an order to cope with it before I disclosed that I had pancreatitis. To deal with it, I had some leftover Oxycontin from dental surgery, etc. And I was taking 2 or 3 others a day to deal with the pain. So I started exploring options because I really don't want to be taking insulin, but I mean the pain I was experiencing in my stomach, but radiated to my back was just horrendous. In fact, I really have been out of medical leave of absence until recently because of that. Because it was excruciating. It just drained the energy out of me. I didn't have any motivation. I didn't want to talk to anybody on the telephone. I just was not a happy camper. I think I just missed my turn there. So I'm gonna get off here and then I'm gonna pull over. And I'm probably gonna bring this to
In 800 feet, keep left at the fork to continue toward Laurel Road East.
Okay.
Keep left at the fork, then turn left onto Laurel Road East. Turn left onto Laurel Road East.
Get off the right exit. Anyhow, so as a result of all that pain, I started exploring medical cannabis. In fact, the meeting that I'm going to in about half an hour is about medical cannabis, okay? And along the way, I discovered a product called CBD HEMP Oil. And I did a lot of research on the health benefits.
In a quarter mile, make a U-turn.
Really got my attention, okay? Well, fast forward, I've been taking a tincture, with a dropper for about 10 days now. And all I can tell you, man, is, my pain isn't completely gone away.
Make a U-turn.
A fraction of what it was before. So, here's what. There really are 2 opportunities with this company. I'll tell you a little bit about the company. Okay, one is you may just be interested in health benefits in the product. Or, as I alluded to earlier, you may be interested in creating a part-time or possibly a full-time income. Okay, but this company's been around for 3 years. It's debt-free. They just introduced a line of 24 CBD oil products on January 20th. And in a very short period of time, our team has generated over 11,000 members. Over 11,000 members in a month, okay? And we're on target to do over $750,000 in product volume this month. Can you spell opportunity? OPPORTUNITY. So here's what. Okay. What I wanted to share to you was, I'm a bit of a philosopher, and every problem you can look at it as a problem or an opportunity. Now, in this case, it gave me an opportunity to zoom out, get up 10,000 feet, and look at what was going on in my life, what direction I wanted to go. And though I feel like I'm making a difference in the solar industry, how big a difference really is it?
In half a mile, turn right onto Jacaranda Boulevard.
And make a substantial difference in people's lives, whether it's to do with pain or fibromyalgia or addiction or blood sugar or pancreatitis or whatever. So, and the other thing I want to...
Take the next right onto Jacaranda Boulevard.
The next thing I want to preface is this. True entrepreneurs, True entrepreneurs, when they see an opportunity, they seize it. They don't dilly-dally around. They don't do a whole lot of research. They seize the opportunity and they run with it. They tend not to be talkers, although they may be talkers, but more than that, they're action takers. So,
in a quarter mile, continue straight to stay on Jacaranda Boulevard.
I encourage you to go to my website. It won't take you but 5 minutes to join. Okay? You have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain for a couple of reasons. Actually, one major reason is it's free to join. Okay, zero, not a zilch. And there's no required authorship.
Continue straight to stay on Jacaranda Boulevard.
Instead, there's a 60-day money-back guarantee. If for some reason you don't like it or it doesn't work. So with that being said, like I said, go to my website, be an action taker. Be an action taker. Follow your gut, follow your intuition, and join. Now, if you want to call me beforehand and chat about it, that's fine too. But while you're here, I'd say, while you're on my website, go ahead and join. And pick up the phone, call me, and say, okay, Bruce, I'm in. This looks like a humongous opportunity. What's the next step? So, with that being said, thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I hope you're having a great day. Have a great weekend. I hope you're starting off the year happy, healthy, and prosperous. 10-4. Bye.